Welcome to another exciting episode of Call to Action presents Call to ReAction. We are in the middle of the Schmoedown Teams Tournament, and today is the day, folks. It's the big one. It's the family versus the Wildberries.
Wildberries. Drink.
And it's a big one as well because I have this exciting crew with me. The lovely, the talented, the beautiful Paul Denuzzo.
Exactly.
He's here with me. What's up, Paul?
Oh, thanks, Billy. You're such a good guy. You're presenting me like in such a fashion. I admit it's great to be there. Great to be here. We're seeing the family today. I can't wait to watch Andrew Ghai kick some fucking ass. It's been too long, although I am interested to see Andrew Ghai and the Wildberries, their chemistry. So I have a feeling this is going to be something fun here.
Oh, yeah. And not last but not least, for sure. Certainly not least, is that the saying? We have the lovely, also talented, also waiting for her White Claw sponsorship, Kelsey. Oh, there it is.
Hey, it's glad to be here. This is probably my most anticipated match of the entire roster because I am just like so excited to see the family and our patron saint, Andrew Ghai, kick some Wildberries, but even though I love them, I want to see it happen.
I do feel for Drew McWeeney's earballs because he is with three of the loudest people in the Schmoedown, and I'm not sure if his ears will survive this match.
He might erupt.
But
I can see him being the kind of guy that's very low, like a slow to anger, but when you get him there, watch the fuck out. This could go to the edge.
This might do it. Yeah. This might do it.
It's definitely going to be a loud match. And if it's not, I'll be very surprised.
Oh, it's going to be a loud match. Also, it'll be interesting to see if one Brandon, the Hitman, the Hot Man, Hannah, will be with his stablemates.
The greatest horseman of all time?
The greatest horseman of all time.
Yes. Hashtag greatest horseman of all time. Hashtag Harloff laughed. Hashtag yes. Yes, Brandon Hannah, will he be with his stablemate? Will we see the entire family finally together? We have yet to see it. We've had littles, but it's time for a family reunion.
Family reunion.
I want to see them all with like the family reunion, like 2019 T-shirts. That'll be great.
Where is the family shirt? Where is it? I would have 10 of them by now.
We might have to make our own. We might have to just make our own. Like Carlos keeping on that opportunity to have the. What? How is there not a family T-shirt yet?
I have no idea.
The people who buy T-shirts are the Action Army. I mean, Kelsey buys like 27 of them every time.
Like 16 shirts.
Every time,
and none of them are the family.
Sale, Kelsey buys like 9 shirts. So
it's true. I have every Action shirt that's ever been put up to sale. Any Action
including Trader ones. We even own Trader T-shirts. We own
Team Bateman shirts. I mean,
that dirty, rotten Trader.
We even own the special limited edition Bateman shirts. The one with that one.
The very, very limited edition. The best T-shirt of that entire weekend. Suck it, Tom Petty. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Let's suck it. Okay. As far as that goes.
Well, yeah, so now as much as we love the family, and we do, they do have an opponent in this match, and it is the Wildberries. One Josh Wildman Makuga, and one Elliot Double Dewberry.
I like Double Dewberry. I like that because he actually did a Double Dewberry.
Yeah.
The 30-point scoring Wildberries from their last match.
Holy shitballs. Like,
who saw that coming?
Not
how? I mean, who did they beat in that match?
Late to the party.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's a good team.
That's a good team.
That's one of the 2 teams to ever be critically acclaimed. Like, unbelievable.
It was crazy. Yeah, I remember we were watching at the Arizona fan get together, and the whole room was like, "What is happening?" It was so expected, but it makes me even more excited for this match because I am really interested to see what they're going to be like against the family because two very solid teams. Let's see what happens.
Absolutely.
Good match.
Well, is it time?
Without further ado, let's get into it.
Well, there we go. I will hit the button, and we shall go.
Look, you guys, I appreciate your sportsmen and all that, but the Wildberries are idiots. I set this up so you can win a belt, to do what I said I was going to do. I don't want you to give them any quarter. Oh, they're hilarious. They're douchebags.
What is going on here?
Evil them. They're douchebags.
That might be my favorite species ever.
Wildberries?
Wow. Salute to that one right there.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. It is the Ultimate Schmoedown Teams Edition. Ken, tournament playoffs. Each one of these teams has one knockout to their credit, and that's where the similarities end.
Yeah, absolutely. This is we say it a lot. We don't know what to expect from this match, but quite frankly,
I mean, I know what I
not know
expect.
what to
And I expect the
from
family to
Wildberries,
dominate.
and law
But
enforcement
I
Yeah, I
guess
and
think-
fire
it's a good point.
officials have been kept.
But he
My
always
man,
is.
Elliot Dewberry, the most underrated
That's
competitor
right. If you
ever.
look up
The
there,
wild
we
card.
have on
Mhm.
the question
He
deck
goes
up there
Dewberry.
underneath
He
the
goes
bright
full Dewberry.
white hot spotlight. All I see are some liquid
And the quicker we
hydration
put this match
methods, and then
starts, we
I
should let the
see the
people
Coke
know
Zero.
Yeah.
the
We are
famous
not
Coke
these
Zero
three
of the legendary
three
Drew
hosts you
McQueen.
have here.
No
We
calories,
don't do
no
the whole
sugar, all
whiteboard
knowledge.
thing.
And then I also
So we might
see
just start
some
shouting
sort
out
of
answers because
Pittsburgh
that's how we
version of a
roll.
We
Long
might shout
Island iced
answers.
tea,
We
which is
may not even
probably
hear
a
the
lot of
question.
Malort and
We're too
Riesling
impatient.
It's up in the
mixed
air.
into one concoction,
We're too
but
obnoxious.
I'm just gonna
sometimes,
talk shit
the
to my fellow
alcohol
casters
content
about how
of the
dumb they are.
Wildberries' glass has
Just like a
40
regular
used to
day for
that.
us.
We're great at that.
Could we see an
Exactly.
We
upset
expect
here
nothing
That's how-
less from you.
maybe on the biggest
That's how
stages
we
that they've ever
know
competed
he
on?
loves us.
No. But you also never know.
Wildberries.
I think for half a decade now, people have been counting out Josh McCouga when it comes to movie trivia competitions, and time again, people were proven wrong and lost a lot of money to their bookies on the bets. And I would never officially count out the Wildberries, but the family is on a roll, and the family. Drew
Absolutely.
McQueenie and Ghai, those are two guys
Drew
that have
Train.
proven
The
time
real
and
Drew
again
Train.
what they know, and
Not
they've
not
proven
Spence's
it on
This
level.
Yeah, not
games.
Spence's
Terrible.
awful fantasy.
That's right, Ken. The two
Even the
Drews,
players
kinetic
on the Drew
performers
train
in
don't want to
both
be on that
mind
train.
and body,
Right.
and you look at the ringleader of this
Even
family
Chandru was like,
circus,
this
that
dude's
would be
awesome.
Robert Meyer Burnett, who
John was like,
thrown, the entire
Yeah,
movie
we
appreciate the
offered
thrown into
commitment.
chaos in the second half of the season. I mean, he had a month to be commissioner. In that month, boy, what a month it was. Not my favorite
Glorious
month that I've
month.
ever
No.
experienced.
Glorious. They need
Underneath
him
No.
in charge
rain,
forever.
But I'll tell you
Why
what, now we have the draft coming up
end?
next year, which a lot of fans are excited about. There's going to be all new teams. There's going to be managers. There's going to be different factions. It's all going to be chaos
The
next
draft.
year.
I cannot
And
wait
so
for
the
the
run
draft.
for
I'm
the
really
family
I am
becomes a lot more
so
important because maybe this is the last.
like I am super excited for Spectacular. It's
Ghai
like
and Drew
it's
McQueen, who is
here.
really fun pair.
The draft is like
I'll tell you
here.
what, Meyer Burnett has come in there and
Yeah.
he changed
January
this
here.
nuclear option as he kept teasing. I mean,
Fame
first of all,
and
I'm
then
gonna
the
do more
awards
research. I
here
hope
because we are
Ghai
going to
puts
win
out a
them.
draft
So.
prediction.
It's going to be a lot of work
show.
for us.
Definitely.
Because now you have to kind of it's like
I won't be
esports
there,
now.
so I don't
This
care.
is an all-one
I will be
game.
there. I'm
I'll
gonna be
be
there on
there.
FaceTime.
Stories
I
to
will
I'll be there on
be there.
FaceTime.
and that draft is gonna
Danny Joy said
change
she'll put me on
everything.
FaceTime
It's
during the
exciting
award show.
and terrifying all at the same time.
I'll be too busy at
but yeah, you're
the
right.
Smith
The
in
family
New
comes
York
in with
City
a
with my
undefeated
close
record
personal
here,
friends.
and this is they're going to want to, who's to say
That's
they
right.
can't
Reuniting with
be
all
picked
the-
again on
all
a
the
team,
best
but
people.
This could be a final
Mhm.
solidifying
Definitely.
legacy run. Here.
Ken, let's be honest with each other. Are we just talking? Are we just filling time before the family trounces the Wildberries? Do they have a shot in this or not?
We're actually filling
Nope.
time because Josh McCouga is in an alley. out behind the arena here. We're trying to get them in.
Sponsor
But,
us.
That's our Josh. You know what?
Yeah.
We can talk all day about the
Behind
Wildberries.
the
Or at least stock yourself in stores.
So
Yeah.
let's just take a look at each team's pre-interview.
Oh, we're rolling, are we? You don't tell me when we're rolling.
Wait, where'd you go? What the hell? This is bullshit. We came here to stand out, not blend in.
Nobody tells me I can't wear green.
The screen should be blue. Green screen is 94.
Predictions go out the window when you talk about the Wildberries. Sometimes they know a lot of stuff. Sometimes they know absolutely nothing, but it is a very entertaining matchup. I dare say that the Wildberries don't spend as much time studying as some other teams, but sometimes it comes down to what categories you know. And
We don't study. We don't want to study because we don't care about winning or belts. We just want you guys to like us and be our friends and drink with us and yell,
Wildberries!
Wildberries have done the unthinkable and
30
won the match by
points.
scoring 30 points.
They did it.
Wow.
Driving home from these things angry, sad. It's going to be nice to not have to do that until the next time we have a match.
Plan comes together.
Oh, they are.
I am
All
surrounded
together.
by the results of my plan.
I love the Wildberries. Okay? What's there not to love about these two guys? I am excited to start off our tournament run against these two gentlemen.
Now, let me tell you a quick story about the family. Drew McCreaney used to scare me, okay? Physically and trivia-wise. And guess what? He still scares me. Now, Andrew Ghai, on the other hand, he's part of that action army, but his suits are too tight and he's too good looking.
I would appreciate it if you toned that down. The last time the tournament together, we
What
went
is
to the
this?
finals against one another.
Are we in Bizarro world?
We joined forces. That's it. The family, the tournament. Let's do this. No time for talk. Let's go.
Hang on, everyone.
All right, listen, here's my prediction for the matches. I predict probably a loss, and if we win, we will scream Wildberries from the top of our lungs on a mountain.
And you know what? Does it even matter? Because it's not about winning. It's about getting wild.
Wildberries!
Oh, my God.
What? This is one of the best. Oh, this is just so good.
Is this a face turn? Is
I've
Drew
never seen
trying to
Drew be
face?
nice to anybody.
How can you be mean to the Wildberries, though? Like,
I
can't even shit talk
are
them.
certainly excited to be here.
When did Drew
Confident is
turn
not the
face?
word I would choose to describe that interview, but they always
Text him right now, I'll
ready
find
to
out.
light it
Like,
up.
hey,
The
dude.
way to Drew's heart,
Entertaining. This
it
league
is
was
through
founded
alcohol.
on entertainment just as much as
Yeah.
competition.
And who has
Whether
who knows
favorites,
alcohol better than the
and then the
Wildberries?
family. You're talking about their path to the championship. And then,
ladies,
as Drew,
the call to
Drew said,
action.
he likes
That's
the
true.
That's true.
Wildberries.
No.
It's a kind of a
Fair
mutual
point.
respect. And of course,
We
Josh
like
is
our
just ready
alcohol
to-
and
I
we're
was
not
in New
quiet
York.
A
about
lot
it.
of people are because
I was at the Smith
We
with
need
all
Just
with
wait till
the 1.5
spectacular.
ounce
the action.
pure
Are they going to
pours or whatever.
Elliot Duke
Clean
pours.
shake that mountain of a man?
Thank you, Jake. Not too bad.
You tell me, sir. You tell me. This is going to
Good
be.
God.
Well, regardless
And-
of what happens
and
today,
Kyle
looking forward to
Grandinetti.
working with both you and Josh McCougar.
Oh, that's right.
It's
That's true.
DC
Kyle Grandinetti as
Kyle
well.
off November 16th. But Ken, that's not what we're here to sell today.
What we're
It
saying
a
is
huge
people
tournament
buy
match.
a
Let's
shot
go
to
to the tail of the
Spectacular.
tape. So, Ken, I'm looking
They do a
at
lot of
Wildberries.
Sorry,
Sorry, Kyle's name wrong. It's Kyle
I'm-
Trunk Beers
Josh,
Grandinetti.
probationary
That's his
officer's
actual
phone
proper
Okay.
name.
And
Scroll
then-
down.
Right,
then
right.
you're
Yeah,
right.
Elliot.
So,
Thank you,
Elliot
crowd. Those are the
is,
strengths that you
that's-
need.
That's Elliot's old Match.com profile.
Yeah, that's
Yelling
drink orders.
entertain the
Yeah.
crowd.
Okay.
Question
Those
mark?
Those are good strengths. I feel like those are kind of our strength.
They're good
I don't want to
at
question
This
mark there.
team
Sandlot now.
with this
Absolutely.
strength scored
On the other
30
side,
points.
Family strengths
Yeah.
include everything else, including classics, Oscars, 80s, of course, with Drew McQueeney, and action movies with Drew Ghai.
And drawing
Yeah,
a,
like too
nice
many
audience
strengths
at New
to
York
list
Comedy
on that
Club
team.
for,
What a
team
powerhouse
All right, Ken,
team.
well, I am ready to
Exactly.
get going here. Are you prepared? Are the dogs in the studio ready?
Yes, sir.
Then let's get ready to Schmoedown. It's time for the movie trivia
The Ultimate
Schmoedown.
Schmoedown Teams
It's
Tournament.
time. You got it.
Yeah.
Introduce these people.
Here we go. Introducing first, with their record of 2 wins somehow, and 4 defeats and 1 KO.
Somehow.
Great vote of confidence, Ken.
Dewberry and the Wild Man, Josh Makuga.
You know, say what you want about the
Wildberries.
Wildberries. The crowd loves them. They're actually ventured in the crowd. Elliot Dewberry, I would say, more of the man about town. Our poor crew. We're trying to keep up
What's his name?
with the antics
Dwayne?
of the Wildberries.
Wow.
There's only
Yeah.
so much you can do as they emerge.
That's a
past.
solid
Dwayne.
crowd back there.
By the end.
Wow, look at this.
There is Elliot and Josh. Elliot, you're wearing today.
Love
Do you
Dwayne.
have
Dwayne's
anything
a
you want to say
good
about
guy.
Your wardrobe?
Summer's
Wayne is
not.
very good.
I don't care what the calendar says. It is 100 degrees outside.
All
I
right.
will wear white.
And Josh, your hat says Brophies. You want to give a shout out to any Pittsburgh area sports bar?
No, this was the sports bar I went to the day after my wedding. But no, it was anticlimactic. I know, but a special shout out to whoever that kid is in the crowd that I made clap his hands. I like that kid. It's probably Drew McQueenie's son, but more than likely the other person is. But I yelled at her and I apologize.
Yeah.
I don't.
Oh, you don't.
No.
Yell. But I would also like to point out to both of you numbnuts,
Yeah.
okay,
Mhm.
that we are a really nice group of handsome gentlemen that have strengths, and
Right.
those strengths are wearing floral patterns.
Uh-huh.
They might not be movie trivia related, okay? We might not know a cool dog, but you know what? In the meantime, we're up here putting our hearts into getting some of these correct.
Okay.
All
Well,
right. And in
Just trying to have
passing
fun
grade,
here.
we'll fix it in
fair
post.
enough.
We'll fix it in post.
Love you.
Like bomb.
All right. And now, their opponents with a record of 3 wins and 0 defeats and 1 knockout. Led to the arena by their manager and mastermind, Robert
Mastermind.
Meyer Burnett. This is Drew Ghai, Drew McQueenie, the
Look at that mug.
family.
Look at that mug.
Robert Meyer Burnett emerges from the curtain, and he is now summoning.
We got
Oh,
the
well,
Hitman.
The Hot Man.
The Hot Man.
And there's the team, the family.
And
Family.
Drew McQueen.
Jake Young about his
Guy.
favorite player.
Look at the
Right.
the walkout. They're really letting Branda and Robert do the hype for them.
Wow.
Nice.
Face turn for
Nice
Drew
hand.
Ghai.
Everybody keeping it classy thus far. In the match.
You can't be mean to the Wildberries.
All right.
This might be just a special
And
occasion.
Life.
the family.
I would
is-
just like to say it is
Bad
an
boy
honor
for
to be
life.
up here with the Wildberries. I'm very excited for this.
It is an honor for you.
All right.
It's
not
not
just-
for you.
Literally word for word.
Now, Drew, your Coke Zero, does that have alcohol in it? Because if it doesn't, that's against company rules.
Yeah,
here.
no, but I'd be happy to
You want-
yeah.
Well,
it's-
this
it's-
match
it's
is
actually
already
work it out.
going in a direction.
Yeah,
that
it's
we're
very
talking about.
Italian. They do that there.
This match has a chance to be louder than a Who concert in 1978. So,
decibel level. We're not
Yep.
sure what is in the chalices drunk by the Wildberries. I hope
Ice.
it's the apple
Definitely
juice.
ice in there.
We are here in the tournament setting. The winner will move on to face the winner of the
I can just have
Paddington
these
2
guys
and the
sitting
Evil
at the table
Geniuses.
talking
The
to each
loser
other
will
for like an
join
hour.
me at
Yeah.
the
For the
Wild
trivia.
Wings for this Sunday slate of NFL matchup.
Oh,
In round number 1, the field of competitors will be asked 8 questions from 8 different corners of movie trivia Schmoedown know-how. It is a team format, but you may not rely on the knowledge of your teammate to help you in round number 1. It is an individual exercise. Each point you accrue will be added to your team's total. Each question is worth 1 point. There's no penalty for missing a question. There is no stealing in round number 1. Each team has 3 usages of the JTE rule throughout the duration of the match. You're not sure you heard a question right. You want us to repeat it. You need to buy yourself another 15 seconds to get that correct answer. From the back of your head to the front of your head, use 15 seconds and a JTE rule. You also each have 1 challenge to be used at any point throughout the 3-round match. And I ask the family first as the favorites. Drew and Drew, are you all ready?
Yeah, I wish I had a drink, you know?
There's a cup right in front of you, sir.
All right.
Crisis averted. Elliot and Josh, the Wildberries, are you ready to compete?
Yeah.
Sure.
Then let's get ready to throw down.
Killers!
Before we move on, I'd like to point out that Robert Meyer Burnett did not like the Bad Boys for Life trailer, and for that, he could go straight to hell.
Signed by Martin
And that
Lawrence.
hell is Miami right about now.
I concur.
Thank you, Andrew.
Good
So
to
does
have
Elliot.
agreements early on. Ken, as soon as you're ready to ask the first question, bail us out of this pre-show madness.
All right. This is
How
the
drunk
best
do you
episode
think
the
they are going
afternoons
into
we've
this
ever had.
On a scale of 1 to
First
10,
question out of 8 is in the category of
About an
dramas.
8.
Dramas. In 2010's The Town, Ben Affleck falls for Claire, the bank manager of the bank they robbed.
It's
Rebecca
Ryan Reynolds'
Hall.
wife.
Rebecca Hall.
Is it Rebecca Hall?
I think
Call
so.
this movie Northeast Point.
I wanted to say
I think that's
Ferguson, but that's way too early for her.
Who
Sorry,
does
Hall.
Blake
Yeah.
Lively play? Is that the other wife?
Better hope so.
Can't say fuck
one
anymore.
looking for answers, starting with McWeeny.
Yeah, I'm going to kick things off by saying I don't remember that movie.
Oh, it's
Wow.
so good. It's
Wow.
so good. I'm leaving this whole town
All right.
behind me.
Sorry.
By review.
Elliot, who you got?
Elliot.
All right,
Hey,
Infinity.
Zed.
Drew's got it.
Does Drew have it?
Rebecca Hall.
It
That's
is
correct.
Rebecca Hall.
I put Rebecca Ferguson.
Drew got the
Honest
only one that
mistake.
gets
Oh, that
it.
girl's wicked British.
That's a
I
Frank
just
Shannon
cleared the
stat.
table.
Dang it.
I
I
would
was
like
going
to.
to say Rebecca Hall. Can we?
I
let's
would
start
like to
that
point
over.
out to the competitors and everybody watching that does not mean that the family has won the match. We move on to your next category in the world
Wow.
of fantasy science fiction.
Shush us.
Fantasy sci-fi. Your question is: Christian Bale and Sam Worthington starred in what 2009 sci-fi action?
Salvation.
Salvation?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the one they, the
Yeah,
trailer
I
they
got
just
the title
watched.
right here.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Title
Well, this was probably taped
correct.
before that.
right
but-
before that.
This take
Wanted to know
months
what
ago.
film it was.
Right now, this game started off with that Dagnino.
I am not a fan of Sam
3,
Worthington. Oh,
2,
that guy's awful.
Yeah, I
Pen
can
down,
kind of see why he
Elliot.
just
Just
fell off the face of the earth.
Fine.
Salvation.
Give him a
That's
point.
correct.
Andrew
Well,
Guy
What I hate
also had it. Josh
fine.
Maguire.
Guess what, guys? Terminator Salvation.
He had it.
Terminator Salvation.
All right.
Good for you. Good for
I like you, man. You're a hell of a guy, but get off my set. You're walking through the set.
We're bloody done professional.
We got Makuga guy
Drew,
too.
do you
Wow.
have any,
Yeah, I know,
Christian
right?
Bale
In the
questions
draft,
you'd
maybe
like
that
to
needs to
put
happen.
Then we can move on to your
I
next
need a
category. Ken,
Makuga
what is it?
and
Category
Guy
is
like team up
90s
like
movies.
as in a match.
90s
Exactly.
movies.
Oh, I love them
Decade in which
together.
I was 50. Who played the titular father
Oh,
in
Steve Martin.
1991
Yeah, Steve Martin.
remake of
Steve
Father
Martin,
of the
yep.
Bride?
And settling into an actual
That's pretty easy even for a
It
one-pointer.
might be, it
That
might
one is.
be, all right.
Wildberries.
I watched the match you gave away the answer the other day, Ken.
It was great. I almost
I
did it.
laughed.
I almost did it again right now.
4,
Drew
3,
calling Ken
2,
out.
1. Pens down, starting with you, Andrew Guy.
Steve Martin.
That's correct.
Josh Makuga.
Steve Martin.
Whoa.
Drew McQueeney.
That would be Steve Martin.
And
All
Elliot
right.
Dewberry.
Steve.
And they're on fire.
Look at that.
They're all on fire.
Almost again, because that is my all-time favorite comedian, and I almost blew the match there.
Oh, this is so great.
All right, horror/thriller.
You guys
is
are
the
the
next
perfect friend
category.
right now.
Josh,
You guys don't do
Um,
very.
Category.
This film isn't actually that scary. It's more of like a weird romance. Your question: name one of the 4 lead performers in the 2015 horror film Crimson Peak.
Oh, who plays the mom?
One.
Never saw it.
That's a movie.
It's
It's not Tom Cruise's ex-wife, is it?
Crimson Tide.
Who's
starring
Tom Cruise's
Alex
ex-wife?
Connery.
That's
Neither one of them are in that
Nicole
film.
Kidman?
Yeah,
That is Denzel.
Nicole
Washington.
Kidman? Is she in that one?
You're thinking of the
Oh, we're like the
Hunt for
whole house is like.
2, 1.
Repeat the question.
All
Go
right,
through.
we got a repeat from Drew Guy.
Name one of the 4 lead performers from the 2015 horror film Crimson Peak.
Can't place it. I
Not to be
see the
confused
poster,
with
but I can't
Crimson
place
Tide
it.
or Dante's Peak.
Yeah, absolutely. 4 competitors up there forming the best improv sketch group
Yeah,
in North
Dante's
Hollywood.
Peak, as he said. I've heard that one. Never heard of Crimson.
I'm gonna say Natalie Dormer.
Four.
Let's have a guess.
10
3,
seconds longer about the wrong
2,
answer.
Oh
1. Pens down,
no,
Josh
what's it?
Makuga, what do you have?
Adam Scott.
Great guess, but it wrong.
Jessica Chastain.
I would have
Jessica
watched
Chastain.
it if Ab Scott was there.
That's what I was thinking of, but it was just Chastain, not Nicole Kidman.
One of the leads.
What just happened?
Question.
Nice work, Elliot.
Was Charlie Hunnam in that movie?
Charlie Hunnam was awesome.
Okay, because I put that and then I panicked and I erased it.
And Mia Wasikowska.
Yeah.
Never.
Mia Wasikowska.
Okay, hold on real quick.
Coaches could underneath a timeout.
Yeah. No, I don't need a challenge or timeout. I just like to bring to the attention of the people in this crowd. Raise your hands if you've seen Crimson Peak. Besides you, Drew.
Wow.
More
Pretty good.
people. More
Two
people
people.
than I thought.
2 people.
Half this audience is comprised of children who are not old enough to go see the film.
All right.
Your next question comes from Action Adventure. Ken, what do we got?
All right. Who plays the Sheriff of Nottingham in 1991?
Alan
Robin
Rickman.
Hood, Prince of Thieves.
One of the all-time great 90s films, in my opinion, and maybe the best 6th grade dance song.
Hey,
True.
Mark,
You know it's true.
look into my eyes. All right. Here we go. 5, 4,
Fact.
3, 2,
Oh,
1.
I'm hurt.
All right. We are looking for answers from Elliot Dewberry.
Is it Alan Rickman?
You are right, sir.
Alan Rickman.
That is weird.
Alan
Right.
Cougar.
I said John C. Reilly.
Okay.
I'm
Drew
sorry.
Queenie.
That would be Alan Rickman.
All right. We have a lead. We have
When they put that question, my mind immediately went to
I'm sorry, Elliot.
Men in
I'm sorry.
Tights.
right,
Sorry to all the Wildberries.
Right?
fans
I
out there.
got it.
I'm like, wait, who is that guy? And then I was like, oh, wait, that's not who they're asking.
Movies. These movies drawn by hand or on a computer. Your question. Mel Gibson lends his voice to the lead character in what 2000
Chicken Run?
stop-motion animated film?
You're
I
at
love
Chicken
Chicken
Run.
Run.
Released in the year 2000.
Not gonna lie, I watched that movie a lot.
He's stuck in an Alan Rickman accent.
I don't watch cartoons.
It's not cartoon, it's stop motion
Stop
animation.
motion. Get it correct.
I don't watch.
Two.
I don't watch cartoons.
Repeat.
Okay,
Oh,
Josh
yeah!
Oh,
That's
yes.
great usage of a JTE rule
Makuga
there.
just
Mel
repeated
Gibson
for
lends his voice to
Dewberry.
the lead character in what 2000
That's
stop-motion
funny.
animated film?
That's a friend right there.
Gonna do a token 15 seconds. Everybody got your
I
answer
think we're
prepared? Okay, then we are going to start with you this time, Drew McWeeny. What's your answer?
Chicken Run.
Give him a point.
Ooh.
Did the JT rule pay off for Elliot Dewberry?
It did.
Chicken
Yes,
Run.
sir, it
Chicken
did.
Run. Andrew Ghai claims to have seen
Didn't
the
Bateman do that for Riley in a match one time?
Yes, yes.
He did.
Same great guess.
Look, I'm going to
I
say
do
that's
know.
a great guess. Great guess.
That is the kind of
Wildberries.
the kind of
Hey,
accuracy
it
guessing you
is a
expect from Josh
stop-motion
McCougar,
movie,
just
so-
not quite enough to get the point.
Mark, I think you're confused about the word accurate.
That should be at least like 0.2.
Yeah,
Next
like give me.
category. Ken,
All right.
we have some questions about famous people.
Question 7 comes in the category
I
of
feel like
famous
Queenie's
actors
just like, I'm just here to
and
answer some
actresses.
trivia questions,
So,
but cool.
no
Isn't that
character
everybody?
actors. All right.
Some of them aren't famous. Charlie
All
Hunnam.
Charlie Hunnam's not famous.
Okay.
Oh, right.
All right. Here we go. Here's the question.
Kaiju.
What 2010 historical drama stars Colin Firth and Jeffrey Rush?
Those are
King's
two
Speech.
famous
King's
actors.
Speech.
Famous actors.
Love that
Very
movie.
well known.
Very well known indeed.
I'm gonna go with
Rather have
Quills.
Colin
Quills.
Can you repeat
Colin
the question,
Firth.
please?
All right, we got Drew with the repeat. What 2010 historical drama stars Colin Firth and Jeffrey Rush?
Just a little vanity test for it. Would you rather have Colin Firth's talent or Charlie Hunnam's abs?
I would.
I'm going abs all day.
Going Firth's talent. I think.
I
women
pretty close to
abs
Charlie Hunnam's
all
abs, so I'd
day.
go with the.
and men.
And mine would be
I do have
gone
Charlie
infinity.
Hunnam's abs. They're just underneath
3.
John Goodman's not abs.
Andrew Ghai.
The King's Speech.
That's correct.
Oh,
That is
shoot.
correct. Josh, what do you have? You want to show us?
Pride and Prejudice.
Good guess.
King's Speech.
Right.
King's Speech.
I'm very proud of Josh.
Elliot
Josh
Dewberry coming to
Stop motion, see what it was a stop motion question.
More
And you picked a period piece, but it was a period piece.
Yeah,
Alcohol hasn't quite settled in.
I'd like to really point out that everybody knows that the back of the Wildberries is Elliot Dewberry. He's carried this team for years to
The rear legs, the jumping legs.
You're the
on this
stem.
horse.
Others point out maybe a better post-game interview, not necessarily
Shut up,
in
Mark.
match.
I think you're great. Great shirt, man. Did
Patreon
you
question.
steal that from my closet and then not dry
This
clean it?
is a Patreon question. The question comes to you from our good buddy, a fellow patron, a loyal Patreon member, Jeremy Hastings.
Jeremy
JTH.
Oh, yeah.
JTH reacts himself.
For supporting the show.
Yes, thank
Hastings.
you.
He wanted a question in the category, perhaps my favorite, in the world of comedies. All right. And your question is, Ken, we are back. Ken, we
Ken is broken.
Ken, we are What 1960s comedy includes the following characters? Bo Danville, Cletus Snow, and Buford T. Justice. the competitors balking at a 70s. I will remind
Smokey and
them.
the Bandit.
This one.
Smokey the Bandit. Damn it.
There you go.
At least in
The Snowman.
I kept thinking
Young
Cannonball
Frank
Rod was like, no,
releasing the
not that one.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Josh Bakuga.
Blazing Saddle?
Good guess again, but no. Drew McWeeny.
No, it was Redneck Star Wars, or as we know it, Smokey and the Bandit.
Next Star Wars.
I think of that, but all I can come up with Midnight
I
Run.
mean, that's not bad.
Andrew
That's not
Ghai.
bad. I wrote what Josh wrote.
He's Andrew.
And I knew it was
I wrote one shot.
But it didn't pay
no,
off.
no, I mean,
He got
Yes,
the answer
I
on his
cheated.
own, but
That's
Josh.
All right,
cheated.
13-8 is that was
Smokey
it.
and the Bandit a comedy
The
or
tally.
a?
Yes.
definitely an action
Yes,
adventure.
sir.
Yes.
Challenge. It's a
You
hybrid.
just pissed
I
off
think I've
McQueenie
seen that
there,
movie
Josh.
enough.
Watch out.
All right, and
All right.
Ken, if it was not for Drew McWeeny forgetting that the film The Town was released, he would have had a perfect
Yep.
round. Unless we move on to round number 2. So you have 10 categories that are movie trivia Schmoedown based, and we also have every
yeah.
competitor's favorite
The
spinner's
rules,
choice,
the most
and
exciting
fan
part of
favorite
every match.
opponent's choice, where things can get really wacky.
I'm not gonna
Once we
lie.
settle on a
When I'm not
category,
reacting,
each team will be
I
asked
skip the
6
rules.
questions from said genre. Each
I'm
I
not
never
reacting.
skip the rules. I don't even skip the rules on the app.
However, stealing is available in round number 2. So
Okay,
if
now,
you actually
Kelsey,
answer,
you're a
ask us multiple
special
choice. We'll give you
person.
4
I
options,
don't
one
feel
of
like
which
I'm
is
really in the
correct answer.
game
At that
unless I
point, the
hear
value
the
of
rules.
question
So I'm like,
goes
okay,
down
I'm
to
really in this.
1.
Well,
Each team
forget
will have
the
a
rules
mulligan
between
at
each
the
match.
wheel
Needs
if
the
they do not
refresher.
like the category
That's
that
true.
they fund first. And this entire
Too much
Someone else
white
alcohol can do that.
Another
much
one of
white
our loyal
It's like when
patrons has
Alex
sponsored the
gets
entire
her own
wheel. How
show
about
that you have to like. There's
Jeremiah
a post
Morris.
match. The
Jeremiah Morris.
Wow.
Here's a
Salute,
good
General.
friend of
Big
mine.
time salute to Jeremiah Morris.
And his
Woo!
slices of
Jeremiah!
rom-coms and 2010.
My boy.
He could drink his wine. He
But the
always
Packers
has
still
some
suck.
mighty fine wine.
That's right, Jeremiah.
You couldn't even give him this one.
The SEN mystery, Paul. Maybe
well
it's
done, Ken. Back to me.
Mr.
And
Wheel
now
sponsor over
family.
there.
Andrew
Yeah,
Ghai,
maybe it's the
Drew
wheel
McWeeny.
sponsor over there.
Would you gentlemen like to spin the wheel, or would you like to defer to
He's
your
got that wheel money laying
very
around.
opponent?
Here
Here come the
I
Bears.
wish I had wheel money.
Which one of you
Wheel,
drunk individuals
wheel
will shuffle
money
the wheel
laying
now?
around.
You can really put that wheel to it, Coons.
Oh,
The
yeah.
new wheel.
This new wheel was
That's right.
It just
That
looks
shows
so
you how old
dirty.
this station is.
Yes.
They don't even use this wheel
It does
anymore.
sound like Coney Island. This wheel was a prop in the movie Memphis Belle.
Biopics. Nope.
Oh,
2010.
You gonna keep it?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I feel like that's a good one.
Jeremiah
Yes,
Morris's category gets picked.
Might not work.
That's right. They're going to do the 2010. Josh McCouga emerging from behind the desk to prove that he's wearing a George Hamilton Tuesday tanning outfit.
Ooh, just glad he had pants on this time.
2010's movies, gentlemen. 6 questions. They will be administered by host of the Afternoons podcast alongside Josh McCouga and Napside.
Absolutely. This will be very fun here. 6 questions in this round. Here you go. In the category of 2000s. Don't forget you have multiple choice.
2010.
2010s. I think
very different.
I think the last decade is the 90s. That's how age works.
Yeah, but I think 10 years ago, I think the 90s. And it was not.
Time Machine 2. Who plays a character who, after time traveling, becomes famous by stealing Black Eyed Peas songs for his own gain?
I have not seen that movie.
Craig Robinson.
Craig Robinson.
Yeah, Craig
That's
Robinson.
right. 2 points.
It is
for
Craig Robinson.
And
What
the
did
Wildberries are within 3 of the
Makuga said
family.
that with authority.
He
With
knew.
authority. All right. Question number 2. Which actress plays Molly, Jonah Hill's love interest in 21 Jump Street?
Oh, Brie Larson.
You relaxed, yep.
Not Richard.
He follows me on Twitter.
Brie Larson.
2 points.
All right.
Wildberries.
Elliot gave them a competitive salvo with the opening round, and now Josh
Look at
McCouga
this.
come to play in the 2010s.
Question three in the, I say, underrated crime comedy Game Night. Who plays Jason Bateman's brother, who is kidnapped and must be found by Bateman and his friend?
Kyle
That
Chandler.
would be Kyle Chandler.
Look at
Josh
that!
McCouga is on fire,
Look at that!
and the Wildberries have a
You're
lead
doing
over the family.
Wow.
All right. Fourth question. In the 2017 movie, The House, who stars as Scott and Kate Johnson, who open up an illegal
Will Ferrell
casino
and Amy
in their
Poehler.
Yep.
basement.
I saw it last
Does
night.
not
Will
matter.
Ferrell, Amy Poehler.
Saw it last night.
Last night. And Ken, I think that the family is as shocked as the crowd.
It would be a
or even
movie
us up
that
here, or maybe even the
watching
Wildberries'
on a
own
random-
family members.
Guys,
Yeah.
With the
It's
Wildberries
not
on
the
an
70s.
unprecedented run here in the 2010s, thanks
Wow.
in large parts to
happening?
Josh McCouga's viewing habits as recent as this week.
That's crazy.
Should
That's
call this
crazy
airplane
stuff.
Yeah.
All right,
Yep.
fifth question. Who directed 2014's Nightcrawler, starring Jake Gyllenhaal?
What is that?
Oh.
I did the interviews for the movie, and
That's not helping you
I love that
now.
movie.
We're gonna need an answer soon. We're gonna need an
Remind the
answer
competitors that
soon.
children are in the
Multiple
audience
choice.
and
Multiple
are watching.
choice.
excuse us, sorry.
A. Tony Gilroy. B.
That guy, Tony
Michael May. Man, that's your final
That's an
answer, and incorrect. For a
Can we
roast
repeat the
deal.
multiple choice just
Do we
for
have
fun?
to?
You,
No, we don't have to.
you-
Let's just do it.
you,
Go ahead.
you may.
Dan Gilroy.
Dan Gilroy for one point.
that is
Zero for-
bull.
That was almost a
That was
bullshit.
a trick answer that
All
you
right.
put in there.
There you go.
That's why you
Is
got
that
to
a
read
Patreon from
through.
Jeremiah Hastings
I
or
still
what?
would have picked Tony
Jeremiah
Combine
Hastings.
two people.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Final question. Final question in this
Sure,
round.
Karen Knapsack. Go ahead.
Which
Oh, I wish
Tom
Ben got this
Hooper
question.
film was released in 2012?
2, 4, 6,
Tom
oh,
Hooper?
1.
Yes,
an
sir.
actor?
Sorry, Tom. Who?
Which Tom Hooper
6, oh,
film was
1.
released in 2012?
Yep.
Les Miserables.
Yeah, multiple choice, please.
A.
And all
The
of them.
King's Speech. B. The Damn United. C. Les Miserables. D. The Danish Girl.
Those are all terrible movies.
Not going to win a lot of favor
Les
with the crowd.
Miserables.
That is correct for a
Okay.
point. That is correct for a
All
point.
right.
I feel like
All
we're
right.
Ken, one would be like
They
Ben.
started out
Hate
hot.
me like
Black
one of your
Jordan.
Danish girls.
They,
Exactly.
Thinking that
They
the
had
answers
to
are
give Tony, Dan Gilroy,
before,
get
like,
back
the
when
question
that
was
awarded
done, and,
the
like-
family a point, but
Right.
Wildberries still very impressive round number 2 in my eyes
Yeah.
because it gave them the lead. They're up 17 to
They-
14.
They have a lead, and that's what
Scoreboard.
you got to be worried about with Makuga. Sometimes he hits that weird vein of knowledge, and he surges to the lead there, but also the wine spritzers.
The family's going to spend
Tough.
ages
And
again,
now
and
the
he's going to
family
answer
has
them
their
all.
family wheel.
All right.
Drew's
Here
going to give
comes
us
Drew
speed
McQueenie.
spin.
Drew McQueenie steps up, the Godfather himself.
Let's go, Godfather.
Hopped up on Coke Zero. Here comes the spin.
Just like most of us in the 70s.
Pure caffeine.
Yes.
And the wheel careens past opponent's choice. We could have spinner's
Two.
choice.
They got it. They
Wow.
got
Let's go for you. Let's go for your category. Let's do it. We'll go 80s.
it. 80s it is.
80s it is.
I
For the
told
Drews
you.
and the family, your first
We're
question in
gonna
the
get
world of
80s.
80s
Drew
movies
McQueen's
is the
gonna-
film The Terminator.
He has a
What is
podcast where he
the make and
watches
model of
every
the
movie of the
cybernetic
1980s.
assassin sent to kill
Every
Sarah
single
Connor?
one.
C800.
T800.
It is a
is
T800.
correct.
Drew got an
And
80s
with
question.
that,
Yeah.
the family pulls to within one of the Wildberries
You're
lead, and
indignant
they can
about it.
overtake the Wildberries with this next answer.
Drew is
If
so
it's correct.
happy right now.
What is
Like,
the occupation of
I think
Steve Martin's
Drew's
character
loving
in the
this match.
1987 comedy
Oh,
Roxanne?
fireman. Fire.
He's a
yeah,
fireman.
firefighter.
He
He's
is
fire
a
chief.
fireman.
Yep, that's correct. We're
The
tough.
fireman, he's the
Fire
fire
chief,
chief
right.
of the
Love
unit.
that
Is
movie.
that the one where he's got a huge nose?
Get a big nose.
Yeah, that's-
Yeah.
Big nose, but you know what, Josh? He still finds love.
What's that?
Drew knew both of
Big
those.
Thanks,
heart
Mark.
too, buddy. Big
Thanks.
heart.
Big heart. No, it's a great movie. I always forget the difference between Novocaine and Roxanne. I'm kidding. I was a joke. Jesus. What? Not Novocaine.
Like to remind you that Josh Cook and I will be
Wow,
appearing
there.
with Mark Ellis at the Comedy Loft.
Back to the 80s movies. In the
No, Makuga's not
1983
going to be there.
action film
He's filming
Blue
his thing.
Thunder,
Yeah.
which actor plays a cop in charge of piloting a new high-tech helicopter?
That would be Roy
Roy
Scheider.
Scheider.
It is
That is
Roy
correct.
Scheider. If only they had
Was
that
Ed Harris in that
helicopter
movie?
in Jaws too.
Blue Thunder.
No, it's just one I saw on
He's
cable a
also
lot.
Mark
when I was
Martin
younger.
Lawrence, Luke Wilson,
I know,
anybody?
No Airwolf. but
All
I'll
right.
tell you what.
In the 1980s, we are now halfway through the category. The family
If
is
he was
up
in it, you would have
20 to
heard more about
17
it.
over the Wildberries.
Yeah.
You get 2 more points to your credit. If you know this classic character actress, known for her distinctive voice, plays the ghost of Christmas
Oh,
Present
Carol
opposite
Kane.
Bill Murray in Scrooge.
Oh, she's the best. God love Carol Kane.
She
Love
is
Carol
the best.
Kane. Love Carol Kane.
She is one of the best. All right, your next
I love when she hits him with
your
the
penultimate question
iron.
is round 5. What is the
Toaster,
name of the
that's right.
quaint town that is the setting for a majority of the film
Oh,
Gremlins?
God. Something Falls, I think, but I can't.
I don't know why I'm thinking.
Niagara Falls, Frankie, baby.
Oh, it's Niagara.
Go multiple choice.
Multiple choice it is. Is it A, East Great Falls, B, Kingston
Of course,
Falls,
3 of them have
C,
falls in.
Bedford Falls, or D, Shaker Heights?
I
Billy
believe it
Bedford
is
Falls?
B, Kingston Falls.
It is B,
Good for
Kingston
Boyd.
Falls.
Got it one.
There's but one
Might have a
bank in that
chance here.
town, and the unruly Mrs. Deagle runs it. All right, your last question in round at number 2. This could potentially give the family an 8-point lead going into
not gonna be a KO.
round number 3. What is the full name? We need the first and last name of Daniel LaRusso's main rival in the Karate.
Johnny Lawrence.
I was going to say Billy Zabka, but that's
Maybe they
that's
watched
correct.
Cobra Kai on YouTube.
Yeah.
Red. They got it correct. 25
Actually,
to
just watched
17
the,
and 10. A
Karate
nice
Kid
round
movie
number
again.
2 by the Wildberries, but the family showing why they are the favorites and sport a 3-0 record. It's because they know a lot about a lot of movies, certainly in the 1980s.
Absolutely. That's
Would've
what
been a lot cooler
Drew's
if you
strengths
guys, like,
really
spelled
are.
out
And as they showed her there. But again, Makuga, Wildberries here in the game in round 3. Anything can happen.
And we have seen that from both Josh Makuga as an individual and from Makuga and Elliott as part of the Wildberries. They can have a round 3 surge. And in round number 3, this is the round that will decide the match, lest we go to overtime.
The
which
worst
is
thing is the
sudden
Wildberries
death.
did
In round number
great
3,
in
each
round
team is gonna
2,
give us
and
a
they're
series
still
of
down by
numbers.
8
These numbers
points.
can range
Yep,
from 1
unfortunate.
to 20. Each number corresponds to a different category of
You don't
movie,
want Drew
trivia,
McQueen
Schmoedown,
getting spinner
know-how.
choice.
Your first
Go to
question
80s,
is
and it's
worth
going to
2
be
points. Your
lights
next one's
out.
worth 3 points. Your last one should
Yep.
make that part worth 5 points.
If
Because
I was
this is a team
playing
format, once we
McQueenie
tell the team what
and I
your
spun
category
first and I got
is,
spinner
the team will
choice,
have to
I would
choose
take
which
80s
member of
just
said
to
team
take
is
it
going
off
to
the
answer
board
by
for McQueen.
themselves. The opposite member will then answer the
I better hope he
3-point
get it because
question.
he's going to
Also
steal
alone,
otherwise.
they only team up with your
That's
teammate
fine,
for
because
the
then I'll only
5-point
give him 1
question.
point
So,
steals.
because the
And
family enjoys an 8-point lead, Ken,
True.
we're going to get their 3 lucky numbers first from 1 to 20. Drew?
We will go 7, 14, and 11.
7, 14, and 11 it is. And the Wildberries. Which 3 Pittsburgh Steelers jerseys feel lucky?
3,
Nice call.
5,
Yep.
12.
Boom.
You did it. That's it. They win. Those are good.
The
Those are
Wildberries
good numbers.
succeeded in
Those
not
are
making
I
good
really
any
want
of
the
numbers
Wildberries
of
to
the
get all
family.
3 questions right,
Winner. Wild.
just to make this
All
keep
right.
going.
Ken Knapsack
Exactly.
will be asking the Wildberries their questions. Ken, at your ready. They selected number 3.
Oh, and
What
Sturge
category are
better
we
be
looking
in
at?
That
And she's
is
great with Makuga and
directors. We'll
puts
be
Oh,
answering
yeah.
the 2-point
So-
question in directors.
I'll take it.
I can't do it.
Who wants to
Josh.
Elliot is going to be
Bad Boys
answering
movies.
this 2-point question. Name a film, one film, in which Nicolas Cage has been directed by John Turteltaub.
Who? What? Turtle Top?
National Treasure 2, Book of Secrets.
Did you just make up a
With
director?
that
Raising Arizona. I don't know.
With that Harris.
One
Go
film.
to 5,
Of
4.
course, you'd know
Repeat
it
the question,
anyway.
could you?
All right, second one.
I believe he also
Name
directed the first one.
one film in which Nicolas Cage has been directed by John Turteltaub.
He changed the name.
More.
Turtle Top.
Did you say turtle top or turtle ton?
At this point, does it matter for you both?
It could.
I'm just trying to get all my turtle
5,
directors organized.
4,
up
3.
He did do both National
That's a good
Treasures.
guess, but no.
He also did the Sorcerer's
No, looking
Apprentice.
for National
Oh,
Treasure,
okay.
National Treasure, Book of
Who's that
Secrets,
guy?
and the Sorcerer's
That turtle
Apprentice.
director.
Turtle
What was the
Top
third one?
T-A-U-B is the end of his name. The
Sorcerer's
Sorcerer's Apprentice.
Apprentice.
The hair.
All right, that was
Well, Ken,
Well, we can only go for a tie now.
that was a fun improv.
you know, look, we've seen this happen before. The movie Trivia
Ta-ta,
Schmoedown started way
ta-ta.
back in the late 60s on the Ed Sullivan program. And ever since the
real big
inception,
contest.
it seems like every so often we get into a situation where it all comes down to what is inside Josh Makuga's head to continue a match.
Here
we
we
have
are.
arrived at
Oh
that
my
moment.
Broderick.
yet again.
Here's
Here
the
tonight,
moment.
one of the most entertaining subsets of any movie Trivia Schmoedown year
Here
is
we
when
go.
Josh Makuga has all the pressure on him. More often than not, he is able to rise to the occasion. What category does he have? prep for the 3-point question to advance the match.
All right, what's in Josh's head is Steeler games and that Cindy Crawford Pepsi commercial. The category is 2010.
Oh, we got
2010.
What is this?
2010.
Okay, all right. Shut up.
All right. Here we go. A
Please get it right. Don't do
3-point
anything stupid.
question.
This film was directed by
Richard Linklater's Everybody Wants Some follows a team of college-aged boys that all play what sport?
Baseball.
Josh McCook. Wow. All right.
Wow.
Josh McCouga talking some
He hits the baseball with an
trash,
axe.
getting some high
Great.
fives.
Makuga just randomly assaulted children in the audience. That was great.
The charges may be pressed, but in the meantime, we will not honor any suspensions until after the match. We have a chance to review that tape.
Touch the child.
All right.
Don't say it.
The Wildberries, the onus remains on them, Ken. They have to collect themselves because now we're at the 5-point question. If the Wildberries get this right, they will force the hand of the family to answer a question correctly. If they miss it, the family will move on to face the winner of the Paddington 2 and Evil Geniuses
The look
in
on Josh's
round
face
2
when
of
he
the
said
Ultimate
everybody
A lot of
wants
pressure
some.
on this.
He's like, I know that movie.
Like, oh, I know that one.
Steady now. Here we go.
Nice call.
5-point question. You chose the number 12. The category is famous actors and actresses.
Okay, this is a wide open category. Nobody knows
Internet.
why it's a category.
All right. Here we go for the tie. Which actress made her final theatrical film appearance as Wilma's mother in the 1994 Flintstones
Elizabeth
movie?
Taylor.
I think you're right.
Are allowed to confer with
They
each
can
other.
confer.
They have one JT.
One
30
JT
seconds.
left.
Elizabeth Taylor was in the Flintstones?
As Wilma's mom, I think she was.
I think so. I might be wrong.
Category.
2.
Repeat.
All right. Which actress made her final theatrical film appearance as
I don't
Wilma's
remember. I could be
mother
wrong.
in
It's been a while
Yeah.
since I've seen that movie.
1994 Flintstones movie?
No, I think you might be right.
This is it. No repeats, nothing left. There we go. They're talking, they're drinking, or maybe they
Josh
should be.
McCouga.
All right. Listen.
All right.
One more miracle
All
out of this
right.
match.
Thank everybody.
We got to be counting down.
4, 3,
Judy Garland.
2, and
No.
Garland's
winner!
dead by
Elizabeth Taylor.
Elizabeth Taylor.
Yeah, that was right.
Good job, Kelsey. Good job.
Elizabeth Taylor.
Look at that.
She failed.
Advances to
Where's my music?
Hats off to the
Look how
Wildberries.
drunk that is. So drunk.
They know it.
Drunk
To
as
continue to get on that
Where's
stage.
the hot man at?
Yeah, where's the hot man?
Another appearance in the Ultimate Schmoedown. They advanced to round number 2 to face the Paddington 2 and
Evil
the
Geniuses,
Evil
yep.
Geniuses winners. So what do we make of this match? And if this was the last time that we see the Wildberries compete together, because Lord knows what's going to happen next year with the draft and what teams are going to be on who. But if this was the last for the Wildberries, they're not going to be confused with the Sharwolves anytime soon. But man, they gave us a lot of
The
that.
Wildberries
Yeah, they are the
survive anarchy. They have to survive the draft.
Yeah.
They leave, if this is their final match, they leave a legacy that will not be forgotten.
No.
But maybe not best remembered. But we're going to see and hear from them right now, Mark, as we get ready to pitch it over to the wonderful Patreon page and all-around popular personality here, Emma Fife. She's waiting for her interview.
I mean, I love Emma too. So
We love Emma too.
Absolutely.
And on that note, we're going to go.
Oh, it's the winning team.
It's the winning team.
The winning team
It's the
first.
winning
The
team
Wildberries
first.
gathering their emotions for perhaps
I'm
their
getting
last post-match interview.
from the booth.
What do we got?
We got it. Emma Fife, take it.
Thanks, Ken. We are here with the victorious family. Specifically, I would like to say congratulations to Drew McWeeny.
What are you talking about? I answered the T800. Okay, I went 6 of 8 in round 1. All right, this was a team.
It was a team match.
it was a team effort.
True. Drew McWeeny forgot that that was a film. Yes, he forgot that was a movie. Well, listen.
Hot man
there
looks
is no
great
doubt
in that
in my
group.
mind that the family, you guys know a thing or
Indeed.
two about movie trivia. Even you, Andrew Ghai.
This is drastically different from our last interview. We need to start over. You need to have her introduce us right. You're in charge of the league. Let's do it. Let's start from
Actually, I'm in charge of the team's league. So
No. I think what Mr. Ghai is saying, he demands respect. A victory is a victory. I mean, equivocating doesn't matter. We won. They won. We all won. All of you, the fans, have won today.
equivalating. We are in the first place. We deserve to be here. So thank you for being an equivalent.
Do you know what equivalating means? Actually, okay. I'm not 100% sure, Grant and Hannah, why you're here. Are you part of this?
Look at Queenie's face.
He's part of the damn team. He's one of the boys, one of the powerhouse that is.
Great.
Tell him,
I
RMB.
realize
One
there
of the boys, but honest, we need to get a girl in there too. The family needs.
Very impressive performance. I do have.
It'd have to be Janine. That would be the only one that would like fit.
You got
Yeah.
Spinner's Choice.
Janine in there.
Or Rachel. Rachel would fit. Oh man.
Rachel would fit so good.
Schmoedown.
Either
And honestly,
both of them.
pretty much anything
Yeah.
else. I have yet to determine what Drew McWeeney's
Or
real,
Brienne Chandler came out of retirement.
So going into the
God, yes.
next round of the teams tournament here in the Ultimate Schmoedown, you're going to be facing either the Evil Geniuses or Paddington 2. Any preference, any thoughts about that match?
Well, Paddington 2 is charming. But is that a team also?
Yeah, that's a team also. That's
What'd he say?
Rocco And,
He
and
said-
Nate are-
Paddington 2 is charming, but is that a team also?
Charming is the movie. We'll be
Sounds good. Excellent.
between me and my belt.
Okay. And what about you, Andrew Ghai? Going forward in the teams tournament here, is
Is he
there
wearing a dollhouse shirt?
You're
Yep,
looking
he's
at
wearing-
face down the line on your.
I love it. I love it.
We need to send him a call to action
I
shirt
would love to face.
because he has worn that shirt multiple times. Okay.
Traitorous backstabber where he belongs, so he will see the equivalency of the family.
Okay, well, equivalency probably in the dictionary now at the end of
We need to get
the interview here.
Drew like a thesaurus or like.
Once again,
Okay, we'll send him a care package with a call to action shirt, a thesaurus,
we will be right
and
back.
what else we're gonna send him?
All right, Ken, and as you can probably see, Josh,
What?
going back to the Toad Hop days,
He's at the-
tweeting right behind us.
He's at the wrong desk.
You're wanted at the
you're over
podium
there.
shortly
Uh,
for Wildberries
Yeah.
interview that we see in quite some time. You would imagine, Ken, that
Uh-huh.
they're able to get it back, if not for a movie trivia Schmoedown match next season, maybe for some sort of reunion tour, barnstorming around the Middle East, the Midwest, excuse me, or the Middle
Or
East,
Middle
if they
East,
want to
doesn't matter,
go
yeah.
on a USO tour with me
Yeah.
later on this summer.
Yeah, eventually Schmoedown's going to need to have old timers games where we bring out the retired heroes,
Like a Field of Dreams.
Yeah, like a Field of Dreams or a Yankee game. But Emma Fife with the Wildberries.
And we are back with the Wildberries. Josh,
Elizabeth Taylor was in a movie in the 90s.
Hanging out. Neverland.
confused if you knew what year the Flintstones, since they said the year to the Judy. Listen, Josh McCougar, you can guess with the best of them. The Judy Garland guess was not a high point for you before that.
I would like to point out the fact that I said
Aw.
Judy Garland to Elliot, and he was like, sounds good.
She might still be alive. I have no idea.
Listen, I love that you guys as a team are so on the same page. That's
Well, because the Wildberries are a culmination of berry power, right? Everybody knows it's like a blueberry, raspberry, blackberry, all together to make a wild berry. Thus, Elliot, our strengths and weaknesses combined for Captain Planet.
that totally checks out. Now, I have to say though, Elliot, you had a great showing in this match. You played great today.
I mean, I got out of bed. I came to the show. Usually our matches are in the evening. So I think that might have been a key difference that I probably should have figured out like 2 years ago. But better late than never. Turns out, wake up, go to McDonald's, get a coffee, pound some white wine. That's when I'm at my sharpest. I wish I'd known this, but, now we know.
Now we do. Now we know. And Josh McCouga, way to crush it on the 2010s.
I'll tell you what. I watch a lot of average movies. Everybody knows that. And if nothing, 2010s are full of just amazingly average movies. And so
Tons
I
of
saw
them.
them all, and thus I know them. And when I say average, I mean the movies that movie critics probably panned, and Josh McCouga loves movies.com/Bad Boys for Life loved those movies.
About Josh, he's traveling to weddings every weekend. He's riding on a lot of airplanes. And that category could probably better be described as airplane movies because, you're on a plane, you're like, well, I'm not going to watch a great movie. I'm going to watch an average 2010s movie.
Absolutely.
That's what Josh does every week of the year.
Just those good time killer kind of movies. And you know what? I would like to say thank you to the Wildberries for bringing attention to the mediocre films of the 2010s and giving them that marginal amount of respect and recognition that they
All
deserve.
movies matter.
I'd also like to point out that you can still buy Wildberries t-shirts, even though somehow we're getting split up now because of rules that I don't make up. But
This is
if
when
you
they
haven't bought a
film
Wildberries shirt, buy
the,
them now. I don't care if we don't win anything. This is just
the
a
swear
plus for us
jar,
to make
'cause that's
the
what
two
they were all
free
wearing.
for t-shirts.
Yeah, you're right.
A shirt
Swear
on.
jar.
It's a shirt.
Listen,
I have a
That's
Wildberry
the
shirt.
Bad Bitch
this may
outfit.
not be the final run for the Wildberries.
Oh,
It's
it won't?
possible next season, whoever drafts you, Josh McCouga, might also draft Elliott or the other way around. So
Luck has not been on our side ever in the history of us being a team, but it has been on our side in the draft. So we shall see, I guess.
well, only time will tell. But until then, this is the end of the road for you, Wildberries. We're very sorry to see you go.
They said it couldn't be done. They said there's no way the Wildberries could go 2 whole years without a single victory. And we showed you what it is.
You had
Who was the
some
last thing they
victories.
beat? Was it
here and there.
Only Stupid Answers?
I can't entirely recall either,
Yeah.
but I know
I mean,
they
it's the
exist
party
because I've
before
seen them
that.
published
Probably
on a
Who was somebody
website.
at the
Well,
live
again,
show?
my
Is it Real
condolences to you,
Rejects?
gentlemen. And
Real
back to
Reject.
you,
That's who
Ken.
they beat at the live show.
well,
Yes.
I'll tell you, it looks like poor Emma looks like a tourist walking into the wrong Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville.
Ken, no one in the studio knows this, but we actually do have a special treat for all the Wildberries fans out there. We have a remembrance video for the Wildberries. Cue it. I'm being told we do not have
It's
such
not
videos.
ready?
No, video has not actually been edited or rendered, but
No.
maybe sometime in the future, maybe not. Ken, I'm also getting late. Potentially, there is a loophole in the draft where if you drafted a Josh McCougar and Ellie Dewberry, you might by proxy get their teammate in Wildberries. So maybe the Wildberries live next year.
Maybe you never know. If
I
I was
don't
a
think the
manager,
Wildberries are going to
I
end up
would
in the
not draft
top
them,
5 of the
but maybe
teams
challenge
division.
another one too.
No.
Well,
Whatever
maybe
managers
we'll
are
have them up here
responsible
at the
though
desk
for
when you and
splitting
I
them
get
up. If it
sick.
does
Anyway,
happen
the
though, we'll
Wildberries
face
take
You got
the
like
Bateman.
loss
19,
to
10.
the family
You don't know
who
who
improves their
else
record to 4-0, and more importantly,
Dewberry
advances in the
and
ultimate Schmoedown tournament. So stay tuned to see the Paddington Chew versus Evil Geniuses, because the winner of that is going to be taking on the family in round number 2 of the ultimate Schmoedown. That is Ken Knapsack. Ken, the kids out there, they know about the movie Trivia Schmoedown Patreon. Select which tier is right for you today. They know about the live events at schmoedownlive.com, and they know about the podcast. Anywhere you enjoy your podcast, you can check out the movie Trivia Schmoedown. What else do we need to know?
Just have a great time. Don't drink wine spritzers at 10 a.m. in Burbank, and be safe out there.
Probably
Go to
the best time to
KenNapsack.com
drink
for all
them.
information on my shows. Mark Ellis Live for his shows.
Probably just go to Ken's. For my website's under construction. Have a great day, everybody. See you next time on the movie Trivia Schmoedown.
That's it.
Yep.
Oh
That
my
was it.
god. Well,
That was it. No.
that was a good match.
All
Oh my
right.
gosh.
Sweet. The family reigns supreme, undefeated. Champion.
That was
As
everything
they
that you can hope for in a match.
Pretty much.
You get the family winning and moving on in the tournament, and you get the Wildberries being wild and crazy and being hilarious. And
Entertaining as fuck.
It was a very entertaining match. I enjoyed it very much. It went exactly as I thought it was going to go. I knew the family was going to take it, but it was still way more entertaining than even I could have anticipated. Oh,
Fair
so
play.
good.
from the opening cutscene all the
From
way
the-
through
Oh yeah, all the way to the ending. Absolutely.
to the interviews was so good.
Go down to it.
So I love those.
Drew's amazing vocabulary, fantastic.
Amazing.
Very much so.
We
Seeing
may
the
have
hot
to-
man with the family.
Hot man. Yep.
See Andrew
Seeing
Guy's
them together.
face.
Yes, that's what face Andrew Guy would look like, everyone.
Just
I mean, it's not bad. I mean, I prefer him screaming "fuck you" at everybody, but it's fine.
Fair.
However, I would have been offended had he said that to the Wildberries a little bit. I'd be like, "No, not now. Pick your battles."
You can say it in a playful manner.
That's true.
Hey, I love you guys. Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you.
I don't know what that was, but sure.
That's how I tell people to fuck you. It's very not effective. All right.
Weird. The high pitched beginning of the voice doesn't make it. Well, it makes it less effective. Hey, fuck you. Let's see how that could possibly be.
That is very constructive criticism, and I will take it. And work with it. Thank you.
All right. Well, seeing as it's so late on a whatever day it is,
Tuesday evening
morning at this point where I'm at, we're gonna wrap this up. Kelsey, where can they find you?
You can find me at KelseyKins90 on Twitter and Instagram. You can also find me running the Call to Action podcast Instagram as well. TeePublic, there's a sale going on right now. Buy Schmoedown merch, buy Call to Action merch. Just go nuts. Love TeePublic. So find it. There will be a link in this video when it's posted.
There you go. Awesome.
All right. And Paul, where can they find you at?
Paul_Denuzzo on Twitter. You can also find me at the patreon.com/teamaction, where I help peddle Ben and Drew's site. Awesome things coming up. Commanding the Army, which is fun. The Patreon game where you get to debate Ben and or Drew and get judged by the other one. We also got Schmoedown reactions coming from them for just this match. Indeed, it's coming up soon, most likely. So that's where you can find me, guys.
All right, and you can find me at Mr. Billy Belford on Twitter. You can find the podcast at at Call to Action Podcast on Twitter. You can search for it on Facebook. We got the Facebook page. Make sure you go there and like that.
Absolutely.
Hey, like, share, and subscribe this video. Also, hit the little bell so you have notifications for whenever we have videos coming out, whether it's Chill to Action, Ladies Night, Schmo Bates, Hot Cakes, Call to Action, Call to Reaction. All of it. It's all one channel, Janish. It's all one channel. Come at me, bro.
We're a network. A network now.
It's a channel. That's what it is. So yeah. And that's going to be it for us here tonight.
All right.
Thanks for joining us. And I'm sure we got some more of these coming because there's 50 videos a week now for the team tournament.
A billion videos a week. So you'll see a lot of us.
And we salute you guys.
All right, guys.